Okay. Oh, let me turn that down. Can y'all hear me now? Everything good? So I could go ahead and get set up. We good? Y'all not? Now tell me the truth, y'all. Don't troll me, okay? I want to make sure everything is okay so far right now as we doing the countdown. Can you guys hear me pretty good? Is the stream not shaking? We have a good connection? Oh, see you, everyone. Yeah, Miss Melanin. Okay. All right, good. Everything is well. Levante, what's going on, brother? Levante, I need to speak with you. I got something going on that I would like for you to be a part of here shortly. I'm probably going to need your assistance on that. King Third, you as well. I mean, Miss Melanin, if you would like to tag along, is mainly dealing with my moderators because I'm about to do something for the people that's going to be pretty major, and I'm going to need some moderation on that note. If you guys could reach out to me, I'd much rather you go to me directly versus going to my stream. Going to my team. If you could go to Instagram, hopefully, if you guys have an Instagram, if you could DM me right now, I really do need to speak with you guys. Amani, you could tag along as well. This is definitely for my moderators, and yeah, it's pretty major, and I'm gonna need some moderators. So if you're interested, please hit me on Instagram right now. So that's good. You guys can hear me. I'm probably not even going to go through this whole countdown because of the delay that happened earlier. I'm ready to get started. YouTube is the only social media. Okay. Okay. Do you have an email, Miss Melanin? Do you have an email? Because if you have I'm just gonna have to send a message to my team members to let them know that, if you email my team, here, I'm gonna give it to you now. Hold on. Email me. I'm gonna let them know as soon as I finish with this that I should be getting an email from you. Oh, Monty, you sent. Okay, hold on. I'm looking at my IG right now. Okay, okay. Amani, is this you right here that says she? Oh, no. Oh, hold on, wait a minute. It's more people. Oh, no. I see you, Amani. I see you. it's that caught me because it was a few females that came in back to back, but I see you now. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind more moderators, but you guys have to be serious, especially what I'm about to do here, because that's it's very, very serious. And you'll see what I mean once we have a conversation. All right, good. So I'm pulling you to my primary now. If you guys are interested. Now, look, I'm gonna have to see what you guys look like. You can't, it can't be like a avatar type of thing. It can't be that, guys. You guys got to show me who you are, like, you know. I appreciate that, young lady, but I'm married. You guys know that I'm married. Everybody knows that I'm married, but apparently she didn't. I'm married. Not you guys in the chat. So it's just, I mean, apparently she is in the chat because she's saying it's. Yeah, so let me jump straight, and I want to get this started as early. You know, I had a delay earlier. I don't want no hiccups, so I'm gonna jump into the Look, 100 years after 100 years, they done lied to us about this and that. Told us all we from Africa and made fiction characters turn into facts. Harriet Tubman, then it was not. Knowing goddamn well that trick was capped. My wife and I wrote a book about it, and it's book with knowledge, evidence, and fact. My other book got them haters shook, cause it's helping my people take a closer look at their backgrounds in the background, showing my people where they supposed to look, showing my people where they get it from, where they hit it from, all sorts of angles. When it comes to this research, you must please first, don't trust strangers. Finding out all on your own is what I highly recommend and suggest. And if you looking for uncensored content by me, I highly recommend you the best, which is my website at the link you see just across the screen. Don't let it miss you. I make it simple. I double down on that black and white. It's too official.
OCO, freethinkers. You're now tuned into the realest historian on the planet.
This brother, he is raising some serious questions.
He's here to make you think.
What I'm trying to do is get our people to understand that we have been lied to all the way around about our history. Can you name any other group of people, no matter their skin complexion, that are being labeled primarily as the name of two continents? Not two countries, two continents. That is called a misnomer, which is the act of applying a wrong name to some person or thing.
The best teacher you wished you had in school. Have your pens and paper handy and get ready to take notes.
I want y'all to check out somebody named Dane Calloway.
Dane Calloway?
Look into Dane Calloway. He has a lot of information about how this whole shit was told in reverse. Okay, where they say, oh, we came from Africa over here. No, a lot of us was already here.
And information that was put together by a man by the name of Dane Calloway, who is also questioning the slave trade. And he's done some remarkable videos on the history of the slave trade in the United States. And he's gone back down the food chain and gone back down the line, and he's realized that a lot of the so-called African Americans in the United States are not African at all. They're actually Native Americans, because the slave trade did not happen the way we were told that it happened.
It's Dane Calloway.
Dane Calloway. Go and watch this man's channel, man. This dude is phenomenal, and he don't get the accolade and his flowers right now. You know what I'm saying? Because this dude gives some powerful information, some common sense. Go dig deep and research. Maybe even have to spend a couple dollars on research if you truth seeking. Not fact checking, truth seeking. Because there's a difference.
It's Dane Calloway on I'm Just Here to Make You Think Radio.
Okay. I may change that. I was just sitting up here looking at it. What you guys think about that? Shout out to Dr. Dave. You might hear him on all the radio stations. Thank you for doing me a favor, brother. I appreciate you. But yeah, I haven't been asleep. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I have not been asleep. I've been up all night working. So if I sound tired or not as energetic, that's the reason why. And I said, you know, before I go take a nap, let me talk to you guys, because every time I'm trying to complete something else pops up. And I'm like, man, I want to talk to you guys about this. There's so much going on. And as far as our community's sake is concerned, I don't see a lot of people talking about it. And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that our people are not paying attention to things that would seem like it's about to take place. You know, there's some people out there that are out to do harm to us. And I'm talking about beyond the what you see on the news, beyond all of that. There's people out there, okay, that are out to do harm to us. And let's run it down, because if you're not aware of this, I want you guys to be aware that there's a strong possibility, okay, that some of the diesel trucks will be chopped in half as far as transporting a lot of our produce and goods due to the shortage of diesel fuel. I want to start with that one, guys, because that is very important, because not only will there be a shortage in a lot of your grocery stores, or a shortage for the trucks to bring the diesel fuel to the stations, but that will also mean that it will be a shortage in gas to gas your car. Now, of course, we know that they want to force, you can look this up. Everything that I'm stating today, guys, is no joke. Like, you can write this down and you can look this up. If you have not heard it, I'm telling you now, okay? Because a lot of this stuff is not being, it's being brushed upon by certain news stations, but it's not being expanded upon in full detail. That's a big start. That's a big start. That's a major start. They're stating that it's going to also hike up the prices between $8 to $10 per gallon on fuel. Now, I hope that doesn't happen. That's a lot. Now, of course, we know that they're trying to force everybody to go electric once again, if I didn't already say that. But, damn. Like, really? You're going to go that route? You're going to go that far? And this is, something I want you guys to notice. Oh, there's a shortage in Buffalo? Oh, now that Buffalo situation makes sense. Okay, yeah. Yeah, clearly. It was a distraction. Now, I'm actually glad that this person, LB, brought this up, because a lot of people misinterpreted me. I wasn't referring to the people who had unfortunately lost their lives, okay? We're not talking about if that was real or fake. We're talking about the situation, how that was staged. to happen. Okay, now if you don't understand that, I don't know how else I'm going to break it down to you, because there's so many of these instances where this you will see. It's just, don't worry, I have more videos to come out where I could really break these type of things down to you without me losing my channel. Okay, I'm going to show you. Be on the lookout. I'm going to show you. But yeah, let me go back a little bit. But yeah, it does make sense that it's in correlation. A lot of these situations are distractions. They're put in front of you in order to distract you. But what I really want you to notice is how not only the Biden administration, but Congress just passed another I don't have that in front of me, but it was millions of dollars that they're going to hand over to Ukraine for assistance again. Now, all of a sudden, they got the money for that. You got all of this money for other people, and you're not taking care of home. Okay, now, guys, I cannot stress this issue enough. That does not make sense. And if that somehow makes sense to you, get off my channel, please. I'm gonna just keep it real. First thing in the get off. Like, bye. Like, stop it. You giving them endless amounts of money. What have they done to deserve that? One, two, that's affecting more than what people think. You know, like regardless of what sanctions you're putting on these other places, you know, once again, it's still hurting our people in the long run. And that's the administration, not just Biden. That's the entire government, not just the administration. I mean, but that's the Senate, that's everybody, that's all of them. That's all of them. They just passed this vote. This just happened, what, yesterday or day before yesterday? This just passed a whole nother set of money. People are saying 40 billion. See, once again, I don't have that in front of me, but if it was 40 billion, I mean, come on. What more do you guys need to see to know that we need to do this on our own? Okay? It's the same old thing. It's constantly happening in a cycle. But besides all of that, another thing that I want to point out, and I'm gonna have to choose my words wisely here. The Biden administration also did a switcheroo where they allowed the WHO, the World Health Organization, to have the power to create or to call for a medical federal emergency, similar to like a state emergency, at any time. At any time. Guys, listen, y'all. I need you to really understand what that means. Okay? I mean, that's like they could at any moment they could come up. Listen, let me use my words wisely here. They could say anything and shut everything down. The WHO can shut everything down. And that was the Biden administration that just handed them the power, guys. If you don't believe me, you can look it up. I mean, I could direct you to some. I was going to put it. All this stuff is happening back to back to back. That I was going to wait and, you know, put a video together about this particular part because it's so important, so I could put it on screen for you, and I may still, but I said, let me get on here right now because it's on my heart to tell y'all that if you don't have a plan, You need to make one. You need to make one. Okay? Because once again, yeah, see, they talking about these, they're going to come up with whatever. They'll come up with whatever it is. It doesn't matter. They have the power just like they are the government now. And it overrides the Supreme Court. They got more power than the Supreme Court. And somebody said it in the chat that's taken, well, keep in mind, I know that's gonna move the conversation elsewhere, but your sovereignty has been gone once you signed up to become a citizen. I'm gonna say it again. Your sovereignty is gone once you became a citizen. They started that as soon as you were born at the hospital and your parents signed your birth certificate. That's where it starts. And that's where your sovereignty ends. Right there. This is the reason why I said, listen, we need to formulate our own rules and regulations here. And I'm not knocking you people out there that's in support of this government. Okay, I'm not gonna knock. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. For what? Why are you in support of this government when this government is not supporting you? Unless you work for them. Now that's something different. If you work for them, then that's probably the only reason why you would say that. But really, I'm talking about on equal ground, on equal footing. What has this government done? Out of all of the, pick one, out of all of these years that you can recall where you were made aware about this government, y'all, the things that my wife and I have been working on, I'm talking about the videos that I put together when I'm in that voice, when 1864 and 30, I swear that type, the fire that we about to put out, I really need y'all to write down. This is going to be some, I don't know how YouTube gonna act. It's like that, okay? Like, and I'm just gonna let it fly. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm gonna just let it fly because there's so much going on and you guys need to be made aware of what's going on, okay, and what has been happening. And my wife and I have been cracking code after code after code. Y'all, I can't stress this enough. But yeah, I mean, I don't trust anything done with this government, guys. I really don't. If you would like to get with me and we have some conversations, you want to do something with yourself first, number one, and you want to do something with me and others, you know, as a group, we only need 13%. I'm not looking for everybody. Like, it's not just about having a conversation. It's about getting things done, going to the next step. If you're about that, then you can contact me. Do not contact, listen, don't contact me wasting time. Don't. We don't have that type of luxury here to waste time. That's not what this is about. If you're about getting lands back, yeah, I want us to fight for these lands, but we know who's in control of this stuff. And I don't see nothing wrong with buying land for the time being. At least you're having land. That's the whole point, is to have land. Because the land is the money. It's everything. You could take care of generations with land. Oh, and that's another thing with them. And see, that's another reason why we got to do something to prevent this. Because with the diesel trucks being so important, they also help the farmers. All of the supplies, guys, I don't know, man. That part right there, when I saw that, I said, oh no, that's shutting everything down. Everything. Now, I mean, it's not even 2030 yet. Okay? It's not even 2030 yet. I mean, it's, you know, I mean, I know they usually play by the numbers. I'm like, whoa, why are you going so early, you know? I'm like, it's not, let me get on here and tell y'all, you know, and I'm not trying to state no negative affirmations. I'm not that type of person. I just want you guys to be aware. Excuse me. I like to stay positive all the time, no matter what's going on around me. Okay. And I want to be positive with you all as well. But I do have to, unfortunately, break some things down, and it is negative, just to state it to you guys so you can be aware of it. But me personally, I want to, you know, cancel all of that. You know, like, I really don't like to speak about the negativity, but there's certain things that we have to be aware of in order for us to combat it. And then we have to talk about how we can combat it. I mean, because getting up and going out in the street and screaming and yelling, how many times have we done that before? Now, in the past, some of that worked. In the past. But I mean, take a look at any recent situation where somebody has either kneeled or they marched out in the street. Like, what rights did they, or anything? Okay, I mean, okay, all right. I'm not gonna be too rough right now. I'm just letting you know that that's not it. That's not it. That's not something that will, you know, to get the government to a point. Well, we got to do something about it. The people are against it. And see, this is another reason why you know that we the people. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna go too far, but we the people is all about the government. They're doing things to benefit themselves, not us. Okay, if anything, it will be them and larger corporations. That's it. In fact, it's only large corporations that's buying up this land. That's why I said I want to get with guys or gals. I want to get with you all. I want to get with the needy that's ready to buy land or want to do things to buy land. Invest. Instead of, and I mentioned that in the last video, instead of purchasing, you can buy land. If you can buy shoes, cars, it's no excuse. It's no excuse. In certain areas, lands are more expensive than others, but not all. And there's nothing wrong with traveling, okay? Don't turn your nose up to traveling. If you haven't been outside of your state, you should. You should. Every state, it's its own country. It's a brand new country. Every time I get out on the road and travel to a different state, yes, it's a different country. Things are different. I would love for you to see that. But that's a lot of land for sale. Okay, even though a good majority of land was bought up by some people that they will, you know, deem as prominent figures that they're trying to put out in the forefront, you know, that have their own agenda and that's promoting their own propaganda. Let's be real here, including Disney. But that doesn't stop us from buying our own lands. Like, and I mean that, because once we go for the land, the next step needs to be building an infrastructure there to a point where if we all do it individually, we could eventually turn that city into, or town into a city, and that city into a state. Okay, I mean, you know, as far as size is concerned. But yeah, Bill Gates too, King Third. Yeah, a lot of them were buying up. I mean, all the way down to Bank of America, and I mean, I saw a bunch of them buying up land. But I mean, that should not stop us. That should not stop us at all. I really do think that should be the focus. But I want you guys to pay attention to the gas prices, the food shortages. I saw that they were all of a sudden short on baby formula, but then the Biden administration was handing it to incoming foreigners and their babies with no problem. So maybe that's the reason why there was a shortage, because that happened so quickly. Okay, I was like, nah, that just doesn't happen overnight, but it looked like it happened overnight. But that's true. You can look that up too. I'm not just stating it out of the side of my neck. Oh, the Biden administration got a lot of that baby formula and was handing it to the incoming immigrants. Excuse me. And the reason why I know that is because the Texas governor complained about that. In fact, in my last video, I showed you guys the article. I had it up on screen. It's to the right. I think near the end of the video, where I showed you the article about that particular topic. So if you want to go back and check that out, you can just pull that up and you'll be able to see that article, or simply Google it. I mean, I'm not sure how Google's acting on that, but that should pop up. But a lot of that baby formula was gone due to that. I mean, what other reason would the baby formula be gone? Like, other than that, I mean, what is it, a coincidence? At the same time he handing it to, no, I'm not falling for that. They doing a lot of things for these foreigners, or these immigrants rather, okay? And it's affecting us big time. And we just can't sit back and take this to the, like I said in the last video, we can't take white supremacy to the chin. Like, and when I told you what white supremacy is, and ain't nobody gonna tell you that, it's foreigner supremacy. I mean, straight up, they're putting the foreigners over everybody else. Straight up. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm not lying. And I showed you how. And I showed you how much they getting paid. And this happens year after year after year. So that's why I was like, what else? Like, what congressman, congresswoman that's, you know, a Niji that you're going to put in there that's going to get something done? Well, they got to scream to the top of their lungs just to get heard, number one. Number two, what could they do when they got to follow by the rules and regulations that the government already set forth? Biden came out his own mouth and said, we the people. And we the people are the government. That's all they're for. So it's pointless. It's pointless. I'm trying to tell you, we need to set our own. Like, if you want to run for Congress, and okay, why can't we set up our own? I mean, we don't have to sit back and wait on anybody. We could do it. It's a freedom to assemble. Not only assemble our own meetings, we could assemble our own congregations. I showed you this as well. We could assemble our own governments. There's no rule stating that we can't do this, guys. I wouldn't be on the internet saying this if this was against the law or I could get arrested or something. No, this is the real deal. This is the real deal. We could get this done. And I'm surprised that nobody else is talking about it, you know, that we would deem as up there in the upper echelons that is trying to get something done. And no, they're just out there promoting whatever they want to promote just for them to benefit for themselves, and that's it. They just keep it moving, right? We don't see any change. Like I said, it's a lot of political talk, but no change. That's the reason why I said all of the talks that I want to have with people, we're going to keep it short, but we just going to state what it is, what we're going to do, and we just get straight to it. Once again, I don't want to do that right here. I don't have to have a clubhouse and everybody come on and we start talking, because that's a waste of time. We need to do things. We know what we need to do. We don't have to discuss that. Like, we don't have to. We know what we need. We know what we need to do. It's that simple. It's that easy. I have 3 videos out showing everybody how we can set up our own country. 4. Hold on. Excuse me. 4 videos out. And you know what YouTube did? Made sure y'all didn't see it. You know what I'm saying? I keep putting it out like, they need to see this. YouTube like, nah. I'm like, come on, man. Y'all need to see this. And people was turning their nose up. And that was matter of fact, one of them, I think part 2 was the one I was showing you how the government is still following by the Puritan way of life. All the Protestantism and stuff like that, I'm not going to go too far into that. They're still falling up under religious beliefs right now in order to run the government. Okay? I mean, their particular religious beliefs. It is plenty of denominations of Christianity, though, that are involved. Okay, whether if you want to take that as a good or bad thing, that's up to you. I'm just letting you know that yes, they are involved, big time. So, it's a few things that we have to adjust. There's a few things that we have to adjust. But yeah, we only need 13% of our people, because a lot of other people, like that person right there in the chat that needs to get sniped, they're too stuck in their own mindset, too uncomfortable with stepping out of their comfort zone. We don't need people like that. Like those are the type of people that will slow us up. We're trying to do more than just step forward. We're trying to jump forward. We've been waiting for a long time. We've been waiting for years. We can't wait no more. You know, our elders are getting older, and they like, well, go ahead, honey, go ahead. They telling us, go ahead and do what y'all gonna do. That our elders are getting older. It's our turn now. It's our turn now. And the change, well, we can't continue this whole cycle again. We gotta stop it. We gotta do something. I know people was bringing that person up. I'm not familiar with who that guy is, you know, but shout out to him. I hope he does get his situation together. But yeah, I really do feel as though this is the time. Okay, when I calm down and I have conversations with myself, and then I invite my ancestors in and we talk about certain things, I know the time is now. Okay, I know the time is now. It's just a mental thing for a lot of our people to be accustomed to being adjusted. I'm gonna say it that way because I know they're not familiar with that, because they've been so programmed, indoctrinated, you know, with what's going. I mean, I'm talking about y'all when we show y'all in these videos what I mean. I mean, yeah, we didn't show you multiple other ways. It's, oh my God, that's all I'm gonna say. There's so many other things that you guys do not know. And it's right in front of your face. It shocked us. It shocked the hell out of us. And but it's things that we have to change. I'm just going to continuously put this information out. Just going to continue to put this information out the best way that I can. You know, I appreciate everybody that was listening. You know, I appreciate everybody that does pitch in as well and share the message. That's strong. Like I showed you in the last video that a young lady on my Twitter just so happened to see my logo on a television inside of, I'm not sure if it was a restaurant or a coffee shop, but it was on the news. Whatever the situation was, I was like, good, somebody at work listening to the message while the news was there. They ain't care. And I said, yes, that we do need that. We need a lot of this to spread out, okay? Because our people are sick and tired of being sick and tired, and I know they are, because I can feel their pain. And I want to get things done, but I'm only one human being. We all do need to do it, but it's going to have to be a set group, which I said is the 13%, and then everybody else will follow suit. Because once again, the reason why is because there's too many people stuck within their old ways, and that's a distraction as well. And we can't have that. We can't have that. But I did give some good suggestions in the last videos of what you can do individually in order for you to get started. Just to brush up on those things is to start your own businesses. And speaking of which, if you guys have your business established right now and you would like for me to do some promotion on what it is, like if there's a product or something like that, like send that to my team's email as well, and make sure you're all the way right, like, you know, official with it. And you know, if it's a product or something, I want to try it out before I start promoting it. You know, I don't even care if it's a t-shirt, you know, let me wear it first, you know what I'm saying? But I just want to make sure everything is okay. And then yeah, I don't have no problem with supporting at all. When it comes to land, I highly suggest, like, if you're looking, it's the same way that you look for real estate. It's the same way that you look for an apartment for rent. You could look for land the exact same way. There's multiple sites out there where you could find plots of land for sale. Make sure it's for sale and not for rent. And then I wanna, and it's up to you guys. Would you be interested in me creating some videos on going over how to establish your like a personal trust? And then how do you put your assets there, your property there? Would you guys be interested in that? Like I may even, invite some people that, we'll see. Hold on, let me not even say that. Let me see first. But if you guys are interested in that, let me know right now. And I'll make sure I'll add that to the schedule where we'll have like a discussion like this. You could probably do it live, and I'll just have stuff up on screen, let you know what this is, what that is. Okay, good. All right, that's very good. Now, as far as buying land, I'm sure a lot of you should know how to do that. But as far as the trust and which type of trust you need, and I could break all that stuff down. I could be very informative, and I'm probably gonna have to do it I'm probably gonna need like an hour, 2 hours. So it's gonna have to be a live stream because it's a lot, but at least it'll be still up on my channel where you could go back to it, take notes, do what you gotta do. But that's good. If you guys are interested in that, I'll make sure that I implement that into the releases. And having nursing doctors, teachers, I agree. It is about building communities. I mean, this is what we had previously, guys. And I'm not going to bring up this situation, but I just want to use Tulsa, Oklahoma, the Greenwood District as an example. Everything in the Greenwood District we had, from grocery stores to you name it, all the way to coffee shops. We have to have that type of thing again. Now, and our dollar circulated amongst ourselves, and the government was jealous at that. But that should not deter us away from doing it again, because keep in mind, yes, it was more than one. Yes, that was during a time period where they were going through another so-called Great Depression. They wanted to revamp things, and they called it Reconstruction, and they wanted to implement their white supremacy and put themselves out there, and oh, no, that's okay. We gonna take care of all the foreigners that come over here. We gonna have your back. They just got jealous that we were capitalizing on this capitalist society, and we were very successful at doing it. But we could get back to doing that. That wasn't too far away. I mean, we talking 1920s. That's not too far away. Keep in mind, the Federal Reserve notes came in the 1930s, so that wasn't too far away. I'm just saying, we don't gotta wait on nobody. We got it right now. And like I told you, we don't need an army because we already have one. Our army is our money. It's our money. Rather, if you want to say the dollar bill or whatever, I'm talking about our funds. What we have, what we worked hard for, what we accumulated over time. This is the spending power that we already had. I'm talking about everybody is banking on us right now, from large, medium to small businesses, and they know it. Okay, and as soon as we pull a plug and say, they all gone. Period. No ifs, ands, or buts. But and that's what I think should happen. Once again, I know I said that in the last video. That should absolutely happen. Period. Stop dealing with them. Let me calm down. Stop dealing with them. Period. Stop dealing with them. We don't need them. We can work amongst ourselves to do it ourselves. So what? You gonna turn your nose up because it's, your friend or two may want a discount, and but stop dealing with your friend or two. Deal with people like how you deal with them white folks, like strangers, okay? But it's a person of your complexion and within your neighborhood. What's up, neighbor? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't got, man, it can happen. It's not It's not impossible because it happened before. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. And that's what, I would consider myself preaching. I'm preaching that form of gospel. I'm letting you know, yes, we need to be segregated again because that's how we are going to excel. We don't need our noses and no foreign affairs, and they don't need to be in ours. We could do this because I know we can. You know we can. We surviving right now. We surviving right now without this government. I'm gonna say that again. We surviving right now without this government. The only thing that's stopping us is us. We could do this. We can. And look, don't be the one to turn your nose up to segregation, because guess what? You didn't live during that time period to see how well we were prospering. But yeah, keep in mind there was an agenda in order for us to desegregate. There was an agenda that was set in place, and it was a political agenda. On top of that, I'm not gonna go back into that. I know I will be here a whole hour explaining that. I already had this out for you to see in documentary format, so it won't be just me talking like this. But yes, I highly recommend that we need to be segregated again. We need to circulate our funds within our own neighborhoods, within our own cities, within our own towns. That's all a state is a country. All of these states are owned by foreigners. And I bet you can't name one owner. And that's not fair. And all of these foreigners are the names of streets and places of business and foreigners. What did they do to deserve that? Well, all they had to do was be friends with another foreigner. I'm gonna show you. Mark my words, all they had to do was be friends with another foreigner. I'm gonna show you that in a larger scale too. Especially this first one that's gonna come out. This first video that's gonna roll out. It's gonna be a batch of them that my wife and I are putting out so you guys could catch up. And I can tell you this, we already talked about it. My wife and I, after a while of those videos floating, like however many it's gonna be, my wife and I are gonna get together and we're gonna talk about them, break them down. That's gonna be after a while. We're not gonna flood you with a lot of information at one time. That's not how people learn. So we're gonna give it time, and then we're gonna come back and reach back to, from the first one that's coming out and then onward to explain each one in detail again. I didn't even say this, but yes, those that are asking, yes, 2 of my books are done. I'm rubbing my hands right now. 2 of my books are done, and I'm putting out the first one because I'm tired of y'all misinterpreting my words. So the first one that's coming out, it's gonna be talking about the transatlantic slave trade, aka the Middle Passage. Okay, you got everything in there. Ain't gonna be no ifs, ands, or buts. Okay, I'm tired of reiterating myself. It's in the book. Like, it's in the book. Everything is there. What happened to our people from top to bottom, no excuse. You get it right in chapter 1 to all the way to the end. I'm not playing. But now my wife texted me. Okay, so I know that's my cue. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my tea. Go ahead out there, do my little walk around the neighborhood, come back up in here, take a shower. I'm gonna lay down, get right back up and go to work. So I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. Be looking out for it. It's gonna be a banger. Each and every one of these are gonna be bangers, guaranteed. I see you all soon. Thank you for checking it out. You all have a good one, and please stay aware. Be cognizant of everything. Stay aware. I love you. Wado.